Imagine, you're having chest pain, not tomorrow, right now. Different countries, different languages, different lives, yet almost everyone thinks the same thought. Go to the hospital. Across almost every society, there is one building people run toward when life becomes uncertain. It feels obvious. Of course, hospitals exist. Where else would medicine happen? But have you ever wondered why this building exists at all? Because for most of human history, this building didn't exist. And yet, people still became sick. If there were no hospitals, where did medicine live? Why did all of this end up under one roof? Could these exist somewhere else? Something strange is happening. Pieces of the hospital are quietly leaving the hospital. Not everything, but more than ever before. Why now? Pause. Reflection. This isn't the story of hospitals disappearing. It's the story of medicine changing its geography. Why did humanity build hospitals in the first place? Long before hospitals, people still became sick. And almost everywhere, care began at home. For thousands of years, the journey belonged to the healer, not the patient. Medicine traveled to the patient. Healthcare originally traveled. The building came much later. Birth didn't begin in hospitals. Knowledge lived inside people. Healthcare was remarkably local. Knowledge lived inside people. Care began at home. Every village had its own healer. Care exists almost everywhere. Demonstration of skill. For thousands of years, the journey belonged to the healer, not the patient. Healthcare originally traveled. The building came much later. The journey reversed only recently. Not doctor to patient, but patient to capability. Healthcare was remarkably local. Care existed almost everywhere. No giant medical centers dominate the landscape. The entire medical practice could travel with one person because medicine itself was still portable. Everything needed fits in one bag. Travel. Because medicine itself was still portable. The bag was the clinic. Everything needed was right there. One case, one person. But there were limits, not of compassion, of capability. Some patients simply could not be helped with the tools available. Then medicine changed. Knowledge grew. Equipment grew faster. The bag was no longer enough. The ecosystem was expanding. The doctor's bag was no longer enough. Medicine was no longer portable. It was becoming infrastructure. Complexity compounds. For the first time, medicine needed a destination. We need to take you somewhere. The healer's bag had reached its limit. The hospital wasn't built because patients changed. It was built because medicine did. The building was the new bag. For centuries, a doctor's knowledge traveled with the doctor. Then medicine began inventing things that no bag could carry. Complexity compounds. It rarely stays small. Medicine was no longer a single profession. It was becoming an ecosystem, infrastructure. One breakthrough created the need for 5 more. The X-ray machine needed power. The lab needed sterility. The surgeon needed a team. Medicine was no longer a single profession. It was becoming an ecosystem, a machine for coordinated decisions, efficiency at scale. One patient, one operation, dozens of people, hundreds of tools, thousands of decisions. No one could perform this alone. Coordination. Medicine had outgrown mobility. The scale difference is overwhelming. The bag was no longer the clinic. The building was. So humanity built a machine, not simply a place for patients, a place where scarce capability lived together. The building was engineered. The journey reversed, no longer doctor to patient, now patient to capability. People move toward what is rare. Scarcity changes geography. The journey reversed, now patient to capability. Scarcity changes geography. People move toward what is rare. The building is the magnet. People move toward what is rare. The hospital was a destination, not just a building. Medicine was no longer local, it was central. Civilization keeps solving the same problem by concentrating what cannot yet exist everywhere. The hospital was the latest node in that network. The hospital wasn't one invention, it was hundreds working together. Every department solved a different bottleneck. Coordinated flow. Every room solved a different bottleneck. Radiology, pathology, pharmacy. Each department pulses as information moves through it. Efficiency. Patients weren't moving through a building. They were moving through layers of expertise. The building organizes high-value decisions. Hospitals don't concentrate patients, they concentrate capabilities. And once you understand that, everything else begins to make sense. When this patient arrived, the hospital didn't know the answer. Medicine rarely begins with certainty. Every patient arrives as a mystery. The hospital exists to solve it. The laboratory, if it doesn't create health, it removes possibilities. Diagnosis is subtraction, not addition. Medicine rarely begins with certainty. Every patient arrives as a mystery. The hospital exists to solve the unanswered questions. The laboratory doesn't create health. It removes possibilities. Every negative test is a step toward the truth. Diagnosis is subtraction. Imaging narrows the mystery. One scan can eliminate 10 different fears. The hospital is a machine for removing doubt. Precision matters. No single test tells the whole story. Understanding emerges from combination. The dots connect only when they are under one roof. The hospital's real product is narrowing uncertainty. The funnel of expertise removes the noise until only the signal remains. Diagnosis is subtraction, not addition. The hospital is a factory for narrowing the unknown. That is its primary output. Decision clarity. Only after uncertainty shrinks can treatment begin. The surgical strike is only possible because the target was identified with certainty. Even after treatment, uncertainty never completely disappears. Monitoring is continuous questioning. The hospital stays vigilant. Monitoring is continuous questioning. Every beep is an answer to a question we haven't stopped asking. The hospital never sleeps. Every specialist reduces a different uncertainty. Together, they complete the picture. The building is the only place they can all meet. The hospital resembles a decision engine. The patient moves, but uncertainty moves faster. Every node removes a layer of doubt. Coordinated logic. Hospitals don't manufacture health. They manufacture better decisions. And better decisions save lives. This is the factory of certainty. At the beginning, nobody knew what was wrong. Now, everyone knows what to do next. That is what the hospital produced. Clarity. Some medical problems don't give you tomorrow. The moment the crash happens, a second clock starts. Time is the only resource left. The moment the crash happens, a second clock starts. The digital timer is the real enemy. Every second counts against the biology of survival. Notice something remarkable. The hospital begins treating the patient before the patient even arrives. The building is already in motion. Pre-arrival. This isn't coincidence, it's architecture. One building, hundreds of people, thousands of actions, synchronized readiness, by time. What if imaging was across town? Distance becomes time. Time becomes biology. Cells don't wait for traffic. Proximity saves. Medicine isn't only about treatment, it's about removing delay. Every transfer is a tax on survival. The building eliminates the friction. Distance becomes time. Time becomes biology. Cells don't wait for traffic. The clock is a biological reality, not just a measurement. During a stroke, every passing minute means more brain tissue at risk. Time is the variable that determines the outcome. Speed is care. During a heart attack, time isn't measured only by clocks. It's measured by living tissue. The hospital is a race against necrosis. 70 millimeters. Hospitals don't just organize space, they organize time. Every gear must move together. Efficiency is the engine of survival. Synchronized. This isn't coincidence, it's architecture. Everything is synchronized. No one waits for the next department. The building is the workflow. Every department exists to buy time for another. Together, these actions save minutes, sometimes seconds. Those seconds are life. Hospitals manufacture time. Time manufactures survival. That's why the building exists. The ultimate civilizational buffer against mortality. From the outside, it looks like a hospital. From the inside, it's a machine built to keep time from running out. Payoff, clarity, life. What if the clock could start even earlier? Something to think about. The future of medical geography. LBC Deep Dive ends here. The next shift. Subscribe to Learning BizCraft for more strategic teardowns.